Peter, we got to know each other because about a year and a half ago, we realized that among the first arrivants from Europe on the Dutch colony that was there, they were 30 families from Wallonia. And of course, working for Wallonia, that's an interesting historical fact that we wanted to build a story around. And so I got to know you and the center you are running. So could you please introduce yourself and explain to our audience what is the Gotham Centre?
Sure. So the Gotham Center was established about 25 years ago by Mike Wallace, the Pulitzer Prize-winning historian, who's often regarded as the historian of New York City. And we do a range of programming in public education and research, and we're now in the process of creating this new media lab. And yeah, the story of the Wallonians is unappreciated. I mean, in the United States and in New York, we talk about the Dutch colonial era, and that's a misnomer. They were probably a couple of dozen foreign languages spoken in the city at that time, at least. And many of the so-called Dutch were Flemish, they were Wallonian, they were from all sorts of places. I mean, right from the beginning, New York is the most diverse place in the United States.
Obviously, now you're in Belgium. You've been here a whole week. And we are currently at the Kick Festival. So if you had 3 takeaways that you will take with you, what would those be?
Right. So we're, as I said, in the process of creating this new media lab. So we came here for inspiration. The Gotham Center is the leading academic center for New York City history. But with this new media lab, we're wandering into territory where we're looking for tech partners. That's another one of the objective. And we've made some wonderful connections here, people that I've been planning to have conversation with going forward. And the discussions have actually been rather helpful to us sort of figuring out how we're navigating this space.
Obviously, I think you're working on some specific projects in the next few years. Could you elaborate a little bit more about the project you have for 2026?
Sure. So this is the debut for the Media Lab that I mentioned a minute ago. We're calling it NYC Revolutionary Trail. New York actually gets a tiny, tiny fraction of the overall tourism that Boston, Philadelphia, and other cities get around the American Revolution, which is the core of historical tourism in the United States. And so what we're endeavoring to do is to change that. And there's going to be a series of programs that we roll out. Technological feature, what we were talking about a minute ago here at the festival, was the immersive interactive app where you could walk the streets of New York, you could see some of the historical events from the Revolution, you could talk to the historical actors. But then there's going to be sort of an ecosystem that we're building around that, guidebooks that will take you through the other sites.
In Wallonia, we love launching new things. So I'm sure we will continue this discussion and build projects together.
I would love that. And I hope that all of the people who are watching this come to New York and visit the Gotham Center and try our revolutionary tours. And hopefully they'll be doing one on Wallonia soon.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.